I'm sorry that I have to make a second video about this, but this is a very serious topic and I want to get bulk of what I want to say out in one go. So I'm going to continue reading what I wrote. I do not have to apologize to the entire internet for allegations on my name that don't have proof. But what I do owe you guys an apology for is how I let myself turn into someone that I have been very against. I'm sorry for the bad decisions I made and the kind of content I started pushing out while struggling with addiction. I never intended to be famous in the first place. When I started this account, I was 41, flip it around. I was a 41, flip it around, year old girl who posted videos about her own mental health journey and realized that through this app, I was able to reach and help other people just like me. I wish every day that I never started using substances, but substances aren't the only thing to blame in this situation. Growing up, my boundaries were never respected, and thus I was never taught to set boundaries for people or for the internet. As a 61, flip it around, 61-year-old girl, I started sharing every detail of my life with everyone online. From the second I woke up to the second I went to sleep, and I was never told that that was wrong. I do apologize for not knowing or doing better. My mental health, physical health, schoolwork, personal life, friends, and everything was set aside at the expense of content creation. I am sorry for all the people in my life which I overshared online. Posting on TikTok saved my life at first. I had built a community of support and a place where I could fall back to when things in the real world were too difficult. Along the way, an agency reached out to make money, and this is when people in my life became very involved in my account. Suddenly, it didn't matter if I had homework or if I wanted to hang out with my friends because I had an ad to film or TikToks to film. Sophomore year was when I started Snapchat, in which I had to post 100 to 200 times a day, every day, for 6 months. This was where I started having bad episodes of derealization and dissociation constantly. I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. But obviously, no therapy was given to me because that would just stress me out worse, giving me less time to film videos. I am not trying to blame the people around me or victimize myself in this situation. I'm simply trying to give you guys some perspective as to how or why things got this bad. I take full responsibility for the fact that I didn't speak up or get help for myself sooner, and I apologize for everything that I decided to put in my body and how my actions hurt others. There were adults around me that should have made responsible decisions, but there were so many decisions that I should have made to help myself. I didn't realize how serious the effects of shoving everything aside for the internet had had on me, and I didn't realize that wasn't normal because I had started to only become friends with other kids who shared the same job. While in rehab, it was my first time having space from social media and my phone since the second grade. I didn't have to work a job for the first day in years. It took multiple adults and helpers in that facility to realize that as a 71-year-old, it shouldn't have been my responsibility to worry about supporting myself or my family at certain times. I sacrificed my high school years to bring joy to people online. If I missed even one day of posting, I would come back on my phone with thousands of messages of people asking why I didn't post that much that day. A lot of you guys have been DMing me saying that you miss my content or asking when I'm going to post again, and my answer to that is to be determined. I genuinely do have a passion for helping people, and I do love creating videos, so I will probably keep making content, but not to the same extent as before. Having to post the amount that I did every day made me feel trapped, and I quite literally went insane. I think I need to take more time to continue working on myself and changing things in my life before even worrying about the online stuff. I am finally getting the mental help that I have been needing that has been put off for so long. Also, I would like to say that I could care less about the amount of followers or likes or attention or whatever, because that's never been about what content creating was for me. A lot of these people who have posted, mind you, many videos of this situation on multiple platforms like to claim that I'm the type of person who only cares about the money and likes, but I ask you guys to see past these words and look at the actions of these people. I could have very easily turned this situation to be used for clout or profit, but that's not what I wish to do, especially with something so serious at all. If you don't want to see my face or hear from me again, that is completely okay. Please block my account and save both yourself and I the trouble. But for the people who genuinely enjoyed my content, especially the kind I made back in 2022 and 2023, I will keep making it for you guys. But I am going to set boundaries with sharing everything, because sharing everything about your life online is not an okay thing to do. One thing I would also like to clarify right now is that I have yet to be posting anything since these allegations have came out. So any account that's pretending to be me or making statements about the situation is not true. I also am not communicating with anyone in my personal life about things involved with the situation. So anyone claiming that they have information or that they're in contact with me, they're just simply seeking attention. I ask you guys, please do not buy into every single loop that you see online. The day I got canceled was the first day this year that I had looked up from my phone, and while my entire life was falling apart around me, I turned off my phone and made eye contact with people for the first time. I think that there are many lessons to be learned from all of this. I genuinely have not been online very much since going to rehab, and I'm not gonna lie, I only saw the videos for the first time yesterday. For anyone who cares to know, I am now in the care of adults who are taking steps to get me the help that I need. To the adults that went out of their way to help me, thank you so much. And to the people who have stuck by my side during this, thank you. You seriously have no idea how much that means. If you or somebody you know is struggling with mental health and or using substances, please, please, please seek help, because it is never too late to turn your life around. Lastly, I just want to say thank you guys. I had found myself stuck in some pretty difficult situations and contracts that made me miserable, and I thought that my only way out was using. I wake up every day acknowledging how lucky I am to be alive, because if I had carried on in the state that I was in, I am confident that I would not still be here. It is unfortunately too late for me to change anything in the past, and all I can do now is live a truthful life from this day forward. Thank you guys so much for your time, and thank you guys for listening.